Hello, everyone. Now, Independence Day. Hey, and the 45th anniversary of this film. Let's open the 1975 film Jaws. Based on a novel of the same name by Peter Benchley, this film has left considerable impact on pop culture and marked a major shift in movie industry, so let's get started. The film opens from the point of view of a shark, as the now timeless score by John Williams plays over the beachgoers. Benchley also co-wrote the script alongside Carl Gottlieb, and the fashion, hairstyles, and all the casual drinking and smoking take me right away of the movie saying, "Hello, time traveler. Welcome to 1975. J books for Academy Island, and the shark has claimed his first victim, Chrissy Watkins, played by Susan Blackliney. We then introduced the Chief Mark Brody, played by the late Roy Scheider, and his wife Ellen, played by Lorraine Gary. Steven Spielberg, while agreeing to cast name batters, steer clear of big stars in order to help the believability of the story. I'll get into this more over the course of this review, but the film's history is quite well documented. Richard Dreyfuss, who played Matt Hooper, was quoted as saying, "We started the film without a script, without a cast, and without a shark." On that note, we see Brody filing a report about the shark attack, and he wants to close the beach because of the danger involved. However, Mayor Larry Vaughn, played by Murray Hamilton, objects, saying it's 4th of July weekend and not going to boon at that. So the authorities are reluctant to totally close things down despite the risk at hand. Make your own assumptions. Needless to say, the mayor's short-sightedness has become a common comparison for things like that going awry. Given the way the attacks are framed, it's another reason why the film works in a way that few of the sequels and almost none of the imitators can match. When a young man named Alex Kintner is killed, this places a $3,000 bounty on the shark's head. As we all say, the audience and are the grisly remains and destroyed life vest. Yeah. At a town meeting, some nails on a blackboard introduce us to Quint, played by the late great Robert Shaw, and one of the most recognized and parodied scenes of the film. Quint's presence, as he agrees to the bounty, but also has to kill the shark for $10,000, is just so distinctive command it still holds up incredibly well. I must also say the film has great use of location Martha's Vineyard, Massachusetts for Amity Bay. Much like the works of Alfred Hitchcock, the film definitely makes sure that what you don't say is a bit as key to the terror as what you do. But the cinematography by Bill Butler and the editing by Verna Fields help with that. Brody meets Hooper, just the fisherman from all over come to collect the shark's bounty. Hooper's from the Oceanographic Institute and goes over to inspect Chrissy's body at the morgue. The inspection confirms it was a shark attack. The fishermen have caught a shark, but it's not the one I'm looking for. The first demand dismiss Hooper's intel. Brody and the mayor do agree to have an autopsy done after getting an earful from Mrs. Kintner. We'll also state that the original novel had many subplots that want to work on film, and Spielberg not only cut them to help streamline the plot, but also give more depth to characters. Why? He personally found the book's cast so unlikable he wanted the shark to kill them all. When you're making a film of this nature, investment in the characters is vital. The dinner scene ahead of the autopsy is a key example of this. Hooper's autopsy not only finds that this isn't the shark that killed Chrissy and Alex, but the other shark is still at large. Brody reluctantly agrees to join Hooper to help track the shark. They find the boats as Brody recognizes, but what's left of them. Hooper also finds more human remains, which confirm that it's a great white shark, but the mayor is still unwilling to close the beaches. A few options left. The shark must be caught as sports of live travelers begin making their way to the island. At the same time, extra officers and the Coast Guard finally arrive and the shark returns. Everyone is ordered out of the water, but the fake shark escapes being followed by a real one as the swimmer's leg is bitten off. Again, we don't see a glimpse of the shark because it turns out the animatronic had problems working right, especially underwater. Kind of important film like that, and Spielberg jokingly named it Bruce in reference to his lawyer, keeping it out of focus to add to the atmosphere of the film. The name has been alluded to many times over the years, notably in Finding Nemo, but that's a matter for another day. After both Brody and Vaughn's children are in the hospital, Vaughn agrees to Quint's price to kill the shark. This begins one of the most memorable parts of the film for me, the dynamic between the three leads. Shaw also improvised several of his lines, including Irish shanty just before the cast off. His boat is also called the Orca, a nice little nod to the rivalry the secrets having in real life. The Orca casts off, and this part with the compressed air tank, especially Quint's just in the shark might eat them, it's nice little foreshadowing. Filming on water posed problems just for Bruce, as this is the first film that's kind of be shot in the ocean rather than in water tanks on sound stages. Thankfully it wasn't the last, but the water itself was a huge challenge by its very nature. Another memorable line from Brody, "You're gonna need a bigger boat," was improvised before Scheider as a shark reappears. Quint starts readying a harpoon gun as Shark begins circling the boat. It's wounded with one barrel on, and now job must be finished. This leads to a dinner scene. This part of everyone comparing scars, another part is not scripted. Once end up at the USS Indianapolis, another scene that has been homaged and referenced numerous times by culture. Now, in the final half hour of the film, we get to see a shark in full. Has been one of the most effective uses of this kind of build-up, and the payoff is still chilling after 45 years. His day breaks, Orca is damaged, the race against time to kill the shark and survive. Quint hooks another barrel to the shark with a harpoon gun. The orca is in pursuit of the shark as it heads for its noon feeding. While Quint and Brody take more shots, the shark is still going after the 3 barrels later. Brody then decides to take the shark to shore, but the ship is instability as Quint orders the shark to be led to the shallows. Again, matter of another time. The ship is crippled just as everyone reaches the shallows, and Quint, who wants to wear another vest, gives a pair to Brody and Hooper as they'll get ready to finish the job. Quint is eaten by the shark, and Hooper was able to sedate it just before it starts sinking the orca. With one final shot to the oxygen tanks, Brody shouts, "Smile, you son of a bitch," a shark is blown up. The credits roll as Brody and Hooper paddle back to land. While not the first film to break box office records, this is the one that helped bring the term sort of blockbuster into the lexicon as it's known today. In its initial release alone, it made $260 million domestically, and it was $170 million worldwide on a $9 million budget. It still remains a classic 45 years later. It is fast-paced, tightly plotted, intensely made film, which, along with Star Wars 1977, Superman 1978, pioneered the idea of a star blockbuster that's still being used today. A big budget, high concept tempo that could appeal to a wide range of audiences. Ever since I first saw it at age 12, it's a film that never fails to thrill me. My final rating is 4 out of 4. I'll do a sequel at a later date, as with finally caving Ready Player One, but not right away. I'll need something that's simpler before I have my place followed for insects, so look out for more Pokemon Sun and Moon vlogs soon.